I kind of knew it was going to happen, and it happened. It happened. What's up, everybody? Good day to you. It is Monday, November the 24th, 2025. My name is Alec, the author, and I am here with our Monday update on our novel, Abandon All Hope. I said on Friday that I was coming up to a really big section of the book that was very pivotal and making me nervous to write because I was afraid that I was probably going to get stuck on it, and it happened. I got stuck. I know we can break through it. I know that I'm going to get there, but I got stuck. But before I go ahead and get into the details on that, I want to first thank my lovely patrons over at patreon.com/AlecTheAuthor. Without these incredible people, I would not be able to make the content that I make, as well as write and do all of the things that I love to do. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your support. If you want to make it on this list and be one of my supporters, go check out patreon.com/AlecTheAuthor. If you support at just the $3 a month tier, you get your name into every single video that I make here on YouTube. But there are other tiers that give you other amazing rewards, like behind the scenes peeks, advanced reader copies, all kinds of crazy stuff. So check that out, patreon.com/AlecTheAuthor. One thing I haven't been mentioning in these videos, but I'm going to be going forward, is that you can check out the amazing music that I have here in the videos down in the description below. Every one of these artists has given me permission to use their music in my videos, and they are absolutely incredible people, incredible artists. So be sure to check them out, give them a follow. Check them out on Spotify. They're absolutely fantastic, every single one of them. You will really enjoy what you hear. Finally, if you are here for the first time, welcome. I really do appreciate you. Why don't you give this video a thumbs up, share it around with your friends, and maybe considering dropping a sub on the channel. We're less than 150 subs away now from hitting our 1,000 sub goal. I'm just flabbergasted with how everything has been growing and could use your help to continue. Anyway, enough with that stuff. Let's get into the meat and potatoes here of what we're talking about today. So, like I said on Friday, we are at a very pivotal moment in the book. This is a scene that is really going to set not just the tone, but really the entirety of the rest of the story. And I am having some trouble writing it. Mostly, I think it's just because of my writing process. I'm one of those writers that kind of sees everything that I'm writing as like a movie in my head, if that makes sense. Before I put anything down on the page, I see it. I see how I want it to go. I see how the characters are moving, how they're talking, how their tone is, all of that stuff. That all flashes through here. It's pretty wild and also terrifying. Sometimes terrifying. And it also sometimes makes it really easy to write a scene because I can just like see everything and then put that onto the page. But sometimes it actually makes things more difficult, I feel, because it is hard to translate sometimes those images and scenes that I see and stuff like that onto the paper. And that's kind of the situation that I've run into here with this scene. I can see it, like I can definitely see it, but I see it in almost like a cinema type way, a movie type way. And I feel like it's not translating well onto the page. Not saying I'm giving up on it and not saying that I'm going to change anything about it. It's just one of those kind of things that I have to push through. It happens a lot in my writing where I kind of hit this wall of like, okay, I see this. I know how I want it to go, but the words are just not there. You know, it's almost like I wish I could just pick up the reader and put them inside my head so that they could just watch the whole thing unfold like a movie. And by no means am I like a screenwriter or anything like that either, because that's just as hard. But it's just how I see things, and it's cool and crazy to me that not all writers do that or can see that or always see that, but I always do. So I got to kind of push through that, and I think that, you know, a strategy that I'm going to attempt going forward here is to just kind of more write it like a screenplay in a way. Like if I need to, I'll just write the scene as a screenplay down on the page, and then when I go back through for editing, like I can shuffle it out a little bit. It's just that initial like word vomit that I have a hard time with sometimes. So that being said, I only had about 1,000 words written down this weekend, which is nowhere near where I want it to be. But, you know, that is what it is. But I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep writing it. I really feel like this is the scene that will hook a lot of people. You know, like, this is the scene that will really suck people in. This will really be the pivotal moment where people decide if they want to keep reading the book or not. Like, I'm excited to get it down. I'm excited to write it, and I'm also terrified because this is really it. This is an explosive moment and an important moment, and hopefully I can get something resembling what I want in my head down on the page, so that way you guys have the same vision that I do. So let's talk about the week going forward and what I plan to do. Now, I'm going to be out of town starting on Wednesday this week, all the way up until December the 3rd. So 1 full week, taking a little vacation with the family. It's going to be great. I am taking my laptop with me to do some writing. I don't know how much writing I'm actually going to do because it's a vacation with the family. So maybe I'll get a little bit here and there if there's not a whole lot going on, or if we get a slow moment or something, or perhaps while we're traveling. But I'm not anticipating getting a lot done this week, so yeah. That being said, the next update video will actually be on Friday, December the 5th. So there will be no update video this upcoming Friday and no update video on Monday. I still plan to put out a video for Wednesday that will be another kind of background-y type lore video to get you guys excited about stuff. And I'm thinking that in this video I should introduce our 2 main characters and give you a little backstory on them, so that way you can get excited about these 2, because I love these characters. I love these characters. I'm putting a lot of real life stuff into these 2 characters. Some of it might be obvious, some of it probably won't be, but maybe you guys will be able to pick some of it out. I don't know. You'll get introduced to those characters on Wednesday, and so you can be excited about that. The following week, Wednesday, I won't have a video out just because I will be traveling that day to come back home. So the next video after that will be our update video on Friday, our update video on Monday the 8th, and then our next backgroundy hype lore video will be Wednesday the 10th. But my target is, like, you know, for the month of December, like, I'm kicking this thing into really high gear, you know, like, I'm really ambitiously saying that I'm going to have the manuscript done by the 19th of December. That gives me about 3 weeks to finish the manuscript, which I think is very doable given where we're at, as long as I don't hit any more walls or writer's block or something like that. But if I can finish it by the 19th of December, that is a Friday, so we will have an update video then, and I'll be able to tell you guys if we hit our goal or not. And then it's going to be ready for beta readers. And guess what? You have an opportunity to be a beta reader, to get your input in on this thing, and to tell me what you think about it before we go through the real hardcore editing process and get it ready for publishing. If you are interested in maybe being a beta reader, check it out over at patreon.com/AlecTheAuthor. I believe at the $5 a month subscription tier, that gets you automatic access to be a beta reader. Or you can follow me on TikTok. I'm going to also be pulling some people from TikTok and my other social platforms to become beta readers, just because I have a lot of supporters over there on TikTok. We hit 3K followers over there today, which is awesome. I mean, I never thought that I would get anywhere close to that, so woo! Anyway, that's really all I had for you guys for this Monday. Hopefully things will be really, really good when I come back and talk to you guys on Friday the 5th, and I can give you a really nice update, and you can start getting even more excited, because at that point we'll be at 2 weeks to finish the manuscript, and I'm going to hold myself to that as best that I can. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you don't mind, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, share it around, drop a sub if you haven't yet on the channel. It really does help me out and helps all of us continue to grow. So I'm going to go on vacation. Thank you guys. Be excellent to each other. I'll see you guys again on Wednesday for our character introduction, as well as Friday the 5th for our next update video. Y'all take care.